on the way here, we were on the airplane, and I was asking the Lord, what do you have for Journey Center? And I didn't really hear anything at first. And then as I just continued to pray, I kept feeling like maybe there's somebody that said things or has a concern about, are we going to be able to fill that building? Are there any concerns about that? I don't know. But I'm sitting there praying into that on the plane, and then the plane lands, and we had gotten bumped up to first class. So this lady comes over to the man sitting behind us, and she says, "Sir, you look familiar." And he's wearing sunglasses and trying to stay hidden. And she goes, "Were you on Full House?" And he says, "Yes, actually." So he was really kind, took pictures with her and everything, but that hit me when she said Full House. So I was like, Full House. Okay, this is for Journey Center.
Come on. Yeah, Jesus.
And I saw Journey Center has a firm foundation. I saw a rainbow over it, God's promise over it, and the many colors or the many giftings. There's so many giftings within this house. And I saw Pastor Scott and Lisa in the center. So if you can kind of picture, I wish I had a board I could draw, but this firm foundation, the rainbow covering, it's enveloped in this rainbow and the promises of God. And then Pastor Scott and Lisa were in the center, and they were throwing a party. There was this joy thing flowing out of them. It was the center with Christ, and Christ was there, and it was as if they had the doors open to the prodigals. They were the party throwers with the fattened calf and the robes and the rings, and they're prepared. They're prepared to bring it in. Now, I sensed that there was a little disturbance brewing, but it was okay. It wasn't actually anything to be feared. The disturbance tempted some to retract from a place of grace, but instead there was a move toward the place of grace, and that strengthens all. So that no little disturbance or anything would be a distraction from the party. I saw a map maker who was off to the side of Scott and Lisa. And the map maker, he was drawing these maps and handing them out to people. And it was destiny giving, showing people their destiny. And then there were two sections on each side. There was somebody passing out keys. He was like a key maker and opening doors for people to step into their destinies. And then I saw little hearts. There were heart figures. They were being launched out. I saw them launching out from Pastor Scott and Lisa. And that was a good thing, that God's going to launch people out. And then I saw these hearts. These represent souls, that they were kind of slipping out the door. But it was okay because of what had been deposited in them. So whether some are launched, whether some step away, it's all good because of what's being deposited. The building is not your identity. You know that. And I felt like the Lord said, it's not like people in the area are going to recognize. They're not going to say, hey, those are the ones with the new building. But they're going to say, those are the ones that know Jesus, and Jesus is there. Many are alive because of them, and they know the way. So that's your identity. And just real quick tie-up. I don't want to steal too much of your time.
I'm about done.
I normally don't talk this much. So Journey Center will be a full house of God's children, destiny revealers with giftings and constants, strengthening, and it's a place of guidance and rivers of living water. And I thought it was interesting, this Full House actor that was on the airplane, Dave Coulier, he looked like he was in hiding, but there's no hiding here. If you know what's going on in the news with one of his co-workers from Full House with getting kids into college under falsified information, this disturbance that might occur, it's nothing to be concerned about. The actions of co-workers or peers do not negate the truth of love in the house. So that is for you guys. And I feel one last thing for the congregation, for those of you that are part of Journey Center, it's really important that Pastor Scott and Lisa stay in that place of being the party and being prepared to hand out the robes and the rings, because people can come in and try to pull them this way, pull them that way. Don't distract them. Let them stay in that place centered with Christ, because that's like this firm post in the center that's going to hold everything together. So I bless you with that in Jesus' name.